Namaste, all Atma Jyotis. There's a question here. Question is, many of us have come to the Atma Jyoti Satsang. What we have done in the previous life to come here? Have we done any good karma or sadhana in the previous life? That is the question. For that, I'll give you an answer. Anybody who is Sadguru or an avatar Purusha, they can come in 4 levels. The 4 levels of a seeker, a bhakta, can come to an enlightened being or avatar Purusha. They are called Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, and Sayujya. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. The meaning of that with respect to Sadguru or enlightened master or an avatar Purusha is like this. There will be many enlightened beings, but people don't go there because they are in their own world. For them, enlightenment, liberation, Guru does not matter. Because they are their family, their money, their job, all that is their world. For some of them, get an opportunity to come in contact with the realized master, Sadguru. Some. Why that happens? That happens because of good karma done in the past life or in this life. For example, in Buddha's time, there are many beings, many people who came in contact with Buddha. Buddha used to, when disciples ask the stories of those people, Buddha will tell what they have done in past life, typically. There was one, what you call, it's called accountant. He had a son. To that place, one of the street artists comes. A street artist girl who can walk on a rope beautifully. So this boy falls for the girl, marries her, and goes with her. Over a period of time, he also learns the art of rope walking. Many years he has gone to many other cities. One day they come back to the old city, their own place. He is walking on the rope. Then at that time, Buddha came near the place. People, instead of watching the person who is walking on the rope, they started going behind Buddha. The person who is walking on the rope got very angry. He shouted at Buddha. "Oh monk, why you come here? You're disturbing my show." Then Buddha asked him, just because you're walking on the rope, don't think you are great. Find out who you are. Listening to that, suddenly, this person felt rattled. He went and fell at the feet of Buddha. "Take me as disciple." That moment, he had got enlightened. So many disciples of Buddha, there are many disciples of Buddha who are following Buddha for many years. But they got shocked. They got shocked. Okay. How come? What is special about him? Then Buddha tells the past life story of that man. In the past life, the same girl and the same man were husband and wife. They were going to another city and they had packed food. On the way, they saw two monks who are hungry. Husband got so compassion on them, so pity on them. He completely donated his food to monks. Wife didn't do. She ate her food. And the husband didn't have food for next 2 days because he had exhausted the food. So Buddha said he had done a great karma out of compassion. They didn't ask. Monks didn't ask. He gave without asking. He did a good karma. And that good karma qualified him to meet Buddha this lifetime. And he got enlightened. So naturally, the good karma which you have done in past life, knowingly or unknowingly, will take you to a relaxed master. That's first principle. If you are going to a relaxed master, because of whatever reason, which means you have done some good karma in the past life. Otherwise, you cannot go near. It will be like other millions of people who are not even worried about, not even know about enlightenment. Is that clear? Without good karma, people cannot go near a realized master, or they can't come into contact with the realized master. Even if they come in contact with the realized master, they don't get affected because it's like for them, it's another master, another person. So then in Buddha's time, many of these disciples were egoistic. Buddha had a lot of disciples, monks. They are egoistic. We have become monks. Okay. One day Buddha calls some of them and go and listen to one, one old man who is dying, a householder. Why we should go to householder? We are all monks. So Buddha wanted to teach these monks that you have ego of a monk. So even if you come to a realized master, because of good karma, still you may carry ego if you are not surrendered. So then they go to Charukirti. Their person's name is called Charukirti. The Charukirti is householder. He has 6 children or something like that. He is dying, and monks go and tell him, do namaskara, and monks are very hesitant to go to a householder and get some teaching. So they go and do namaskara. The Charukirti blesses them and gives a discourse. It's called Charukirti discourse. Discourse of a householder. Beautiful discourse on enlightenment, mukti. And then he dies. Then these disciples are shocked. How a householder can have such a understanding? They come back and ask Buddha. Buddha says, in the last life, he was a tailor. The tailor will be using a lamp, lighting a lamp, and do the stitching. And he used to light a lamp in front of a Buddha, previous Buddha. Buddha statue is there. He used to light a lamp, and when he is doing stitching, always he used to think, I also want to become like Buddha. So that means he had an intense desire. Kashyapa Buddha, about Kashyapa Buddha. He had an intense desire to become like a Buddha. And every time he does stitching, all the work he is becoming, I want to become like Buddha, the desire. That's why in this lifetime, he got enlightened. So one type of people have done some good karma, they get enlightened. Good karma, such a good karma that they qualify for enlightenment. Another type of person has a desire for enlightenment, even though he doesn't know what is enlightenment. And he comes in contact with Buddha and gets enlightened. Householder. The many disciples, right, come to Buddha. They have done good karma and they have to do sadhana. So the disciples are 4 categories. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. Same, Bhakti and this one, same. That's different. Salokya, This I am speaking in terms of bhakti marga. Because they don't know jnana, they come, they have a desire, they have done good karma, they come to jnani. Okay, that's called salokya. Now, what is the characteristic of salokya? Characteristic of salokya is they come near jnani, they will attend satsang, they will do some service, they get associated with satsanga. They are called salokya. Salokya means what? They are in the presence of Jnani, loka of Jnani. The world of Jnani, they are there. Understand? So, they are in the world of Jnani. They keep doing some service, participate in some activity, but still the transformation is going on. It's called satsanga. They come in contact with satsanga. That satsanga, to come in contact with satsanga, you have done a good punya. Right? But what is the effect of satsanga? Satsangatve, nisangatvam, nisangatve, nirmohatvam, nirmohatve, nischaratatvam, nischaratatve, jivanmukti. The moment as you come in contact with satsanga, the good punya they have qualified to come into satsanga. Whereas Charukit, in case of Charukit, he has not good punya. He has a desire to become like Buddha. I want to become like Buddha. I want to become like that. That is, he is much more mature. He has already entered into what stage? The stage is this thing, first stage, no? Shubhecha, and he has already purified. His mind has become already purified. So he got qualified for enlightenment. Whereas the first person got qualified for enlightenment because he had done a good punya of donating food completely, even though he's got hungry. So like that, many things happen. Who? No, rope walking guy had a very good heart, loving heart. I'm saying the very good heart must have come from further previous life's good karma. Okay. So there is a question. What do you mean by loka of Jnani? Right? World of Jnani. Is it a physical presence of Jnani? Or loka of Jnani? Loka of Jnani means can be the physical presence of a master. Or people can come in contact with Jnani in the form of teachings, in the form of books. The world of Jnani is Jnan Loka. The world of Jnana. It can be physical presence, it can be teachings in various forms. So they come in contact with the Loka of Jnani. Earlier they are in the Loka, what? Cinema Loka, Paisa Loka, Dud Loka, okay, Cricket Loka, other Loka. So now they are coming into Jnana, Jnana Loka. That's called world. Jnana Loka, some people have the fortune of coming to Jnani directly, physically. Some people have can come to Jnani through in the form of teaching. Finally, they'll come in contact with Jnani in some way. That's called Loka. Is it clear? So then, next question is, the person who gave food to a monk with a pure good heart. What made him to do good heart? To do that. So he must. What happened in the previous life? Previous life, he had done lot of good karma. So that heart has become purified. Chitta Shuddhi has happened. So that has made him to give good food, and that has made him to eligible for jnana. So everything is linked to what you have done in the past. Are we clear? So your question is, for coming to satsanga, have you done good punya? Definitely you have done good punya. Okay. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Now what will happen? As you come in contact with satsanga, satsanga means not jnani, the community of jnani, the teaching of jnana is called satsanga. Gradually mind gets purified. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Right? Nisangat means you'll become free from other attachments. Mind becomes much more purer. Chitta Shuddhi happens. Are we clear? Then what will happen? Coming into contact with Jnana is called Salokya. Now come to Samipya. Samipya means what? Closer to Jnani. So physically closer to Jnani or mentally closer to Jnani. Physically closer to Jnani means you will come and start doing some service very close to Gnani. Physically. Mentally close to Gnani means they will start understanding of the teaching of Gnani very clearly. There's a deeper and deeper understanding happens. Teaching. Physically close means they come physically, do a lot of service. Mentally close means they start understanding the teachings of Gnani. This is what happened to Nisargadatta Maharaj.
So the first category people don't understand the teaching.
They will understand. They are becoming purified. The first category of Salokya, they are getting purified. Salo Satsangatve, Nisangatvam. Nisangatvam means some purification is happening. Right? Nisargadatta Maharaj, he was sitting close to Guru and listening to teachings. That brought a transformation. Nisargadatta Maharaj Shishya, Ramesh Barsekar, was doing a service. I think this is Ramesh Barsekar. Yeah. So he used to take down teachings of Nisargadatta Maharaj. There were no tape recorders that time. He was writing down. So in that process, service, he got purified. So now, two things has happened. Physically close and understanding is close. The teaching wise. That's called Samipya. Right? Then comes Sarupya. Sarupya means the disciples' understanding will become very, very close to master's understanding. The disciple does not have to ask master. The disciple knows this situation, master will do like this, they'll follow. It means the mind has become very clear. So that's why I tell you people, in any given situation, think of Guru and take a decision. So then what will happen? That decision, if the depending on your purity level, mental purity level, it will be same as the decision which is done by Guru. It's called Sarupya. The mind has become very close to or taken the form of Guru Tattva. Are we clear? Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. Now there is a Sayujya. The fourth category. Sayujya means becoming one with the master or God or Avatar Purusha, at the same time being separate. Becoming one, at the same time being separate. This happened to Buddha's wife. In the previous Buddha's time, Kashyapa Buddha, there was Buddhas are many. A previous Buddha was called Kashyapa Buddha. Kashyapa Buddha time, which is many lifetimes, many thousands of years back, or many lifetimes back. Buddha was a monk at that time. He was searching for enlightenment. This current Buddha. He hears of a Kashyapa Buddha coming to city and he wants to go and meet Buddha and get blessing. He stands in a queue. When he stands in a queue, one lady, a servant lady, a maid, sees Buddha. Everybody is carrying something for Buddha, Kashyapa Buddha, some fruits or something. This Buddha, this guy is a monk. He has nothing is there. He is empty-handed. She comes to him and gives blue lotus. Please give it to Buddha and ask whatever you want. He will be blessed. It's called blue lotus. So the Buddha, out of love, out of compassion, he gives. And he takes that and gives to Buddha. Buddha looks at the flower and asks him, what do you want? This current Buddha, current monk, he says, I want to become like you. Means what? I want to help millions and millions of people. Millions and millions of living beings. Then that Buddha says, for that you have to take many lifetimes. Many lifetimes you have to earn good karma. Very tough karma. Very good karma. It's called parmi in Buddhist language. Parmi means good karma. You'll become like that. Are you ready? And Buddha says, I want to, I can take any number of lifetimes. Okay. But I want to become like you. Are we clear? So then Buddha takes 500 lifetimes. It's told in Jataka stories. So this girl who is there, who gave the lotus to him, comes and asks, did you ask Kashyapa Buddha what you want? He says, yes, I want to become like him. Then this lady says, can I come with you? I also want to become like you. Then Buddha says, a very hard life. You have to go through many lifetimes of struggle. Are you ready? Yes. So many lifetimes, this lady also comes with Buddha, born. And Buddha goes through many, many lifetimes. So that punya of many lifetimes, sadhana, made her wife of Buddha in this current lifetime. And she became enlightened after Buddha got enlightened. What's her name? No. Buddha's wife. Okay. So that was a good karma. She was participating with Buddha in many lifetimes of Buddha, this thing. Yashodhara. So that punya made her enlightened. So you see each of the links. So somebody says, I want enlightenment, he gets it. Somebody says, I want to become like Buddha. So much of sadhana. And every lifetime Buddha takes birth, he takes a Buddhist bodhisattva. I will not get enlightened until I am able to help millions of people, millions of beings. It's called bodhisattva. Let me be able to bring enlightenment to millions of beings. So every lifetime he earns good karma. If you read Buddha's Jataka tells, you know how he earns good karma. And last lifetime, what happens? Last lifetime, okay? In last lifetime, Buddha becomes a tortoise. Okay? Buddha becomes a tortoise and he sees many ants are hungry. Ants. Then Buddha feels so compassion on them. The tortoise goes and sleeps so that ants can eat him. But he makes a sankalpa. May all these ants eating my flesh be liberated. I am offering my body so that let them get liberated. And those ants, they didn't do good karma. They ate the body of Buddha, and Buddha sankalpa, they became 10,000 disciples of Buddha next lifetime. So now what are the conditions? Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. And Sayujya category, Yashodhara became one with Buddha. Sayujya. Rahul, I think his Buddha's son's name is Rahul, had also done many lifetimes of good sadhana. He became son of Buddha. They all come under category of Sayujya type of category. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya.
Sayujya is family.
Sayujya is family. That requires many, many lifetimes of collective sadhana. So your question is, Buddha, last lifetime, he sacrificed his body to the ants and made a sankalpa. Every ant get enlightened. And those became his disciples. He donated his punya many lifetimes to help ants to become enlightened. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. Are we clear? Now why people, your question is answered?
But we have desire.
No. Anytime, anybody can, any stage, he can get enlightened. They have done a sadhana of that category. The sadhana is done. Sayujya is not liberation. At any stage, anybody can get enlightened. Okay. The question is Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. Why it happens? So then what happens? Satsangatve, Nisangatva. Nisangatve, and Buddha's 10,000 disciples got enlightened. They don't have to wait, do many lifetime sadhana. Buddha donated punya people. Enlightenment. So I'm saying that good karma, already Chitta Shuddhi has happened, very Chitta Shuddhi happened. The Buddha's word hits him. That's Jnana. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Savilya. Is it clear? Now, do not be under the impression you have to go through all the stages. As you come in contact with Satsangatve, I'm saying Sayujya means no. I gave, listen carefully, they will be closer and closer associations. Many do not change this thing. No? Jivan Mukti is Jnana. It has nothing to do with this. Anybody can get Jivan Mukti. This is you do not confuse. No, the question was to come to Satsanga, what karma you have done. Correct? To come to Satsanga, these are the karma you have done. And at any point of time, you can get Jnana and get liberated. Salokya also. That stage is called, I have defined already. Satsangatve, Nisangatvam, Nisangatve, Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve, Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve, Jivanmukti. Satsanga has become Nirmoha, attachment stop. Nirmohatve, Nischalatatvam. That means Nischalatatvam means Atma. Atma is unchanging. That understanding comes. Nischalatatve, Jivanmukti. Right? Now I am telling you, the question is, two questions I am addressing. To come to satsang, I have done a good karma, which means actually you are bringing the concept of body. Understand? Jivan Mukti is becoming free from body. Any stage you can become, anybody can become free. That depending on Jnana. Okay. The question with reference was physical presence to come here. The moment you say come to satsang, what good karma? The moment you ask the question, what is the understanding? There's a person has come. So these persons will go through 4 stages. Okay, Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Saivya. These 4 stages are called stages of Bhakti Yoga. So Jnana is Atma Vichara, anytime. But for any of these, good karma is required. And with that good karma, you can get liberated. Now, why people... Stopping, pausing. Let's continue. So, people come in 2 paths. Okay? Are you clear? The 2 paths people come. One is path of bhakti and other is path of jnana. Both will go to Chitta Shuddhi. Okay? So, in bhakti or devotion, typically what they want is, they want to do a lot of service and take many births before they get liberated. They are called, what we call them as bodhisattvas. Bhakti means love. So that is one type of people. And other type of people has done good karma, Chitta Shuddhi has happened already. So they can get enlightened because of intense good karma. Other type of people can get through jnana. At any point of time, anybody can get out. But depending on their desire, what they want to do in life. What is the desire of Buddha? I don't want to get mukti. I want to do service. What is the difference of Charukirti? I want to become like Buddha. Become free. Right? Typically, Sayujya means very close to the enlightened being, physically, and do service associated with that. Are we clear? Any questions? Huh? Any questions for anybody? So jnana and don't confuse jnana with bhakti. So your question was, what made us to come to satsang? That means question was related to, I am the body. Good karma made to come. Good karma is two types. Doing something out of compassion and doing something, I want to serve, help many more people. I want to earn good karma, more and more punya to do that. That's called karmic, parmi. So Buddha did that. And this lady, Yashodhara, did that. And Buddha's son Rahul did that. Right? Finally, Buddha got liberated. Buddha became what Buddha today? By dropping, by sacrificing his body to the ants. And ants who ate the body became disciples of Buddha. Many of them got enlightened because of Sankalpa of Buddha. So good karma or Sankalpa of Gnani can help. Is it clear? Atma Gnana, it's called Sadhya Mukti. Salukya, Samyukya, Sarupya, Sayujya is called Krama Mukti. Now all of you have come to Atma Gnana Marga, Atma Gnana. Here, Atma Gnana is focused on Karma Yoga and self-enquiry. At any point of time, you can get out of this whole system, cycle. But if you have a desire to serve longer, serve more, serve the society, serve, give, offer your, if your intense desire to do service, you will be continuing in the Bhakti Marga. And Bhakti Marga is also Seva Marga. What is the question? So the two questions are there. Bodhisattva way is called Mahayana. No. There are three marga. There are three is Bodhisattva way is called Mahayana? No. Bodhisattva way is for all Buddhists. Many Buddhists take up that Bodhisattva way. So they have a lot of compassion. I want to do service. I want to serve people. I want to help society. They become finally Buddhas. And they are able to teach and help people, more people. Because they have acquired a lot of good merit. Sufficient to donate, do more work. In our language, they can be like an avatar Purush or a Siddha Purusha, like that. Their work is beyond, they are just individuals. There are some people who don't do sadhana for, who are doing, I want to become free. I want to get rid of this pain and suffering. The compassion part is less, or service part is less. I want to become free. They become Jivan Muktas. They are also called Arhats, Arihantas. So now, typical people who become Buddhas or Sadgurus are the people who have followed the path of Bodhisattva. I want to postpone my liberation. I want to do more and more service. That is the one type of category of people. Question? Now, there are in Sanatana Dharma, there are three types of this thing. One is called Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. Roughly, in Buddhism, there are three: Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. I mean, it's not same. You can give comparison where the dualism is very high. It's called Hinayana. When there's a feeling of connectedness, it's called Mahayana. When there's a feeling of nothingness, emptiness is dominating, it's called Vajrayana. Vajrayana is a path of Jnana in case of Buddhism. Is your question answered, Purnimaji? So, if a Gnani donates his punya, just by this, people can get enlightenment. Yes. So, Gnani, once he becomes Gnani, he has the ability to donate punya. I have told it many times. So, Gnani's punya gets distributed to two types of people. One is his biological children and his spiritual children. Right? His spiritual children are nothing but devotees, students. So Gnani distributes the punya to his students, and by that punya, the students gets liberated. And the punya in this sense, punya in the sense, meaning of teaching, clarity. So that will liberate his disciples. So Gnani is able to donate punya, or Gnani has the ability to do punya so that the people get a birth which will help them to liberate. Any other questions? So now, do not mix up karma marga, what is it? Path of bhakti and path of jnana. Path of jnana, anywhere you can get out. Okay. People listening to teaching of Gnani can sitting anywhere can get out also, get liberated, or they can come in contact with Gnani. So now the physically somebody comes to Gnani, that means their life, there's a desire or karma which will help them to do service with love. So that is actually called karma marga. At any point of time, Jnana can liberate you. And if you have desire to do service can take you to higher and higher life forms. Is the answer clear to all? The example of many of these in Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, we hear, right? Bhagavan has Balarama and this thing, Vasuki, Shesha. They are all called Sayujya. They are very close to God, but they are still separate from God. The Vishnu's very close associate of Vishnu, Bhagavan. So they are very close to God, but still they are separate. It all comes from Salokya, Samyukya, Sarujya, Sayujya. So this Salokya, Samyukya, Sarupya, Sayujya comes from the Bhakti Marga. Atma Dana comes from the Jnana Marga. Now, which Marga are you people in?
Both.
Both. Karma Yoga and Jnana. Any questions? Anybody has any questions? If there are no questions, we'll close for the day. Hari Om.